Alright, we're back. Got the pigs taken care of. Don't have a final tally on the amount of meat, but once we do, I'll add it into this video. Today we're going to start by taking down all the old fencing for the winter and get that all down so that deer don't break it coming through, and modify our fence lines when the ground unfreezes so that so we can set up for next year. So all the fence here, let's spin this around. All the fence here is all coming out. I'm gonna start taking out this added on pig section here now, and then we'll get the rest of it over the weekend. And over the course of this video, get it all taken out. The pig's hut back there, we're gonna put some 4x4s underneath it as skids and hauled out so I can put a roof on it, some siding, make it half decent for them for next year. And yeah, so we'll come back once we got some of this done. Alright, so the last extension we put on the pigs area, I got that taken down, and I don't know if you can, but the wire's gone out of there. So now I'll see if I can pull and get them gone. And you know, last year being our first year, we learned a few things about fencing. First is make sure you fence in an area big enough, or you can fence in around it before you try and expand on it, because if not, if you put a little area in, the pigs usually will go right through it. We found that out the hard way. That's why this last part we put on outside of where they were, and then took their gate down, and then they had access to here, because if not, they would have probably gotten out again. We put everything one continuous strand around, and next year I'm not going to do that. Next year I'm going to put everything one strand by itself from one end to the other. Then I'm going to connect it all together with alligator clips. That way, if we need to unhook a strand due to snow or whatever, then we can just unhook it, and we don't have to worry about taking the whole thing down. If one happens to break for whatever reason, then we don't have the whole thing falling down. It'd be just that one strand. Each one will have a tensioner, because I found out also that the poly wire, after so long of being up, it'll start to stretch a bit, and with the plastic tensioners onto it, we'll just be able to tension it up, keep it nice and tight. So I'm just going to see if I can pull out some of these posts and take the insulators back to the garage and get them out of the posts, and then we'll continue on. Alright. Another thing is back here where they originally were, they got it all nice and flat. So a couple spots where they had wallows, the ice is collected in. So once I get the house out of here and I cut these alders all out and the small little trees that they got dug around, I'm going to a box blade in the springtime, once the ground thaws out, obviously. And I'm going to level it all out, and then we'll grass seed it, and it's going to make nice pasture for next year. So I'll get all the stumps out and all the alders out, and then we'll smooth it off and plant some seed, and this will increase this little pasture here by I think it's almost a 1/4 acre. So yeah, back to taking down fence. Alright, so back at the fence, part of the original fence for the pigs I just took out, which is the part that we expanded on, and they pushed their way out of. Anyway, you can see we're right back here by their hut. So I took all this fence line out here. You can clearly see where the fence line was and wasn't. But all this down trees and stuff, we're gonna spend all winter cutting this out and getting it all cleaned out and used for firewood for next year. That way we have nice clean area back here, and we're thinking about putting maybe turkeys back here next year. So if we clean all this out, we might be able to give them a little bit more room, and they'll be able to be back here. And like I said, got to come back, even all the ground out back here in the spring once the thaw comes out, and then we're gonna reseed it all and hopefully have some nice pasture back here and connect eventually to the main area. You can just see the fence wire haven't got down yet from the main area. Eventually this will all become one pasture, and yeah, and then next year we're going to start the pigs on the other side behind where the garden's going, and that way they can go in and till that all up and level it all out for us. So then all we got to do is go in, cut the alder bushes out, and we can do the same thing, level it out in the spring and seed it, and then just keep extending our pasture over that way. So all right, now on to taking down the main fence line. All right, so back out here and got some more of that fence line down. So we got the one side, the longest side down, and still have this side, as you can just see it there in the video, left to take down, and we'll take that down on another day. It's getting kind of cold and all that fun stuff. The pigs were last. As you can see, it's a little bit rough terrain. Just making my way back over across now, and over here we're going to make our final decisions on where everything's going for fence lines here in the next couple weeks, so that we can make sure we have everything ready to go for springtime, so we can get them all up and all that fun stuff. And once I get over here, oh, you can just hear that wind just howling through. So we get over here, which right here somewhere is we're gonna put a bridge in here. So just get this fence over here down so I can get over top. So we're gonna come in here and clean up all this stuff, and probably cut out these little trees there between these bigger ones, and we're gonna build a little bridge across the brook, so we get cattle, they can have a little bit of area there behind the barn, and we'll be able to feed them hay and their water over there and clean up this mess we got going. And then they'll be able to come over through here, and then in the winter time, if it's nice out like today where there's no snow on the ground, we'll be able to section off this area back here, and they'll have just a small winter area to be able to come out and get some sunshine and all that good stuff. So like I said, we got the one fence line left to take down, and then start figuring out where everything's going for next year and get that figured out, get all the supplies and get everything set up, so that once the frost comes out of the ground, we can get all the fence posts in, get everything secured and ready to go, and we're ready to go for next farming season. So I think I'll end this video here, and then we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.